Hello, everybody. All right, today is our first lesson for math for pre-algebra. We are going to move on to a new unit, and that unit is going to be statistics. Okay. Today, I thought we would just review mean, median, mode, and range, which are something called measures of central tendency. I don't really expect you to remember that, at least not for right now. So we're going to learn this today, or going to rather review it. I think you've probably been doing this since about 3rd or 4th grade, and if you remember all this, great. If you don't, that's also great because we're doing it, okay? So let us go over this, okay? So again, you need to be writing all this down. So you may need to pause the video and rewind it, or just stop it for a second so you can write all of this down. Make sure you put the date at the top of your page, all right? And it should, let's see here, it should look something kind of like this. This is my notes page for today. Okay, so the mean, and again, we're dealing with like a series of numbers, like 5, 6, 7, 24, like a string of numbers. You know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Okay, so the mean is the average, okay? What that means, average means you add all the numbers together and divide by the number of numbers that there are, all right? So again, and those are our steps. You add all the numbers together, then you count how many numbers there are, and you divide the number you got for the first step by that number of numbers, okay? Here's an example, all right? Say I had the numbers 17, 9, 11, 21, and 11, okay? I'm going to step 1, so S1, add them together. So 17 plus 9 plus 11 plus 21 plus 11, okay? That equals 69, all right? Now, the second part of this is I'm going to count how many numbers I have and divide 69 by that number, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So step 2, I take 69 and I divide it by 5 because that's how many numbers I have. So that gives me 13.8, exactly. So the mean for this is 13.8. Okay. Now, if you get a number that has a long decimal, make sure you round, and add this as a note, round to the nearest tenth. Okay. Okay. If you didn't understand this upon first watching it, go back and re-watch it again. And if you still don't understand, then feel free to chat with me on Zoom, and I will be happy to give you more help. Okay? All right. Median is our second measure of central tendency. I think that's right. And it means the middle. Like, you know, the median in a road, like it's that grassy part that separates like the two sides of a highway. Well, this is the middle of a set of data. Okay? So, in order to find that, what we have to do is we have to order our numbers from least to greatest. Then, we have to find the number in the middle, and by making a rainbow. That's one method, or if you just want to count from either side, that works too, but I'll teach you how to make a rainbow if you don't already know that. I don't know if Emma taught you that before. Okay, so example is, we have the numbers 5, 9, 3, 6, and 2. So step 1 is order them from least to greatest. I have 2. Actually, let me move this down a little bit. I have 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. I've got 5 numbers here, okay? And here is what I mean by make a rainbow. Step 2 is I draw an arc from the first number to the last number. Then I move in a number, and I draw an arc from the 3 to the 6, which is I'm moving in a number here. Okay? And then what I have left is 5, which is my median. Okay? It's in the middle. Another visual way to see that is I have 2 numbers on this side, and I have 2 numbers on this side, and 5 is in the middle. Okay? So median equals 5. Okay. Now, let me do another example. When you have an odd number of numbers, like we do here, we have 5 numbers. It's a little bit easier. We are going to do one where we have an even number of numbers. And I'll show you how that works. So, say I had, so this is example 2. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do 5, 7, 9, 3, 6, and 2. Okay. Again, step 1 is to order them from least to greatest. Okay, so I've got, again, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, and I'm going to make my rainbow. And so I start at the ends and I draw an arc between them. Okay, and then I move in one and I draw an arc there. If you notice, I have an arc between 5 and 6. Well, I don't have a single number, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the mean of those 2 numbers. That's why we just did mean. Okay, so to find mean, I'm going to add 5 and 6 together and divide by 2 because there's 2 of them. So what it will be is 5 plus 6 divided by 2. I drew a little formula there. And so 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. Okay, that is the median. So again, if you have an even number of numbers, you will need to find the 2 middle ones and then find the mean of those. Add them together and divide by 2. And again, if you notice here, I've got 2 here, 2 here, and then I have my 5.5 in the middle. And it's a cute little rainbow too. Alright, mode is pretty easy. It's just M-O, mode. Think most occurring. Most occurring. M-O, most occurring. Most occurring means how much the number that repeats the most. Alright? So then that's just the step. There is only one step. Find the number that repeats or occurs, most occurring, the most. Okay? So, say for instance I had 2, 2, 5, 7, 9, 2, 5. Okay? I'm going to find out which number repeats the most. Well, let's start counting. I've got 1, 2, 3 2s. Okay? I've got 1, 2 5s, and 1 9. Obviously, it's 2. So that is the most occurring number is 2. The mode equals 2. Okay. Range is also simple. The only thing with this stuff is it's just kind of memory work. You're going to have to remember the difference between the different things. They're not really that hard to do. Okay, so I'll use that same set of data. 2, 2, 5, 7, 9, 2, 5. Okay. And all I do here is it says range is the difference between the largest and the smallest number of the data set. Okay. So therefore, what I do is I subtract the smallest number from the biggest. And that's going to be, see, I've got a 2 that looks like the smallest and looks like the biggest is 9. So it could be either of these 2. That doesn't matter. I know that the 2 repeats. So the smallest number and the biggest. So I'm going to take 9 minus 2 equals 7. And so the range, I may have said mode a minute ago, I don't know. The range is 7. Sorry if I did. Okay, again, I would suggest that you pause the video and rewatch it. I know I only did one example, or actually I did 2 there. But if you don't understand it immediately, that's fine. If you still don't understand it when you're doing your assignment here in a minute, then feel free to ask to talk to me on Zoom. Okay, that's it for today.